Hi, everybody. Welcome if you've been here before. Wait,
Retake.
not a retake. I'm just going to blur that garbage.
Beautiful.
Anyway, I'm NeonMushroom. This is Max. We're playing some more Modern Horizon 3 games. Max is running it back with.
This is the deck that Adrian played on one of our previous videos. It's Psychic Frog, not Psychotog, with Nethergoyf.
I'm calling it
Grixis.
Psychotide.
Psychotide?
Psychotide.
Merc-tiding with Psychics.
Yeah,
Psychotic
exactly.
Tide. Psychotic Tide.
But his deck is, it does all the things from the video you've seen. If you haven't seen that video, right there.
We did make a couple changes to the main deck. Just
Max did,
swapped
and I
out a
agree with
land and added a Spell Pierce to
The land's
board.
a big one because in the games we were playing, we noticed the lack of an extra red source was detrimental to the deck. So we added the Thundering Falls for a second Surveil, like Max said.
Yeah.
And then you really wanted a Spell Pierce, which I think is correct.
Really good.
In our practice game, Spell Pierce came up because the deck I'm playing, Spell Pierce happens to be good against, and Fatal Push not so much. I'm playing, this is kind of a Jeskai control deck. It's domain control. We're still doing Leyline Binding. But George Jabor, hi George, you barely know me, but I look at all of your Twitter posts. He released a deck list that Mr. Travie sent me in the DMs with some energy stuff. We're playing the white board wipe, something the skies. Wait, I can actually just get the name for it. Wrath of the Skies. And then we're playing the red spell, which is Galvanic Discharge, and we're playing Tune the Narrative. And that's a little package we put in our deck to have cheaper, more efficient Wraths. We're also playing some of the modal double face cards because we are playing Narset and Days Undoing, and that lets Narset sometimes pick up a land, which is something you sometimes want. Because this deck does kind of have a traditionally
23.
low land count. 25 if you include Larian Revealed in the modal double face cards. But
what's your normal land count? 23?
25 if you include the Larian Revealed and stuff. But this one, like the spells, I feel like you're incentivized to cast his spells some of the time. But they also pitch to the elementals, so that's huge. Anyway, that's enough blah blah blahing. High roll?
High roll.
Woo! That is above average.
You rolled an 8.
You rolled boxcars, so that's pretty good.
You're right.
You're going to need it in this matchup.
I'm going to need it. We played a few games before this, and it did not.
It didn't feel totally lopsided, but I
felt
feel
pretty lopsided from the side of the table.
I feel as favored as ever in the Murktide matchup.
A little bit on this deck is after Adrian and I recorded, I played more with him and with Guy, and this deck went like 16-2.
Yep.
It was pretty
good.
sweet. I have 0 lands.
I have one land and a Larian Reveal, but there's just too much converted mana cost in my hand to keep this, so we're both going to 6. I'll keep this one.
I'm going to keep this one as well. This is a 1-lander, but I've got to consider Anna Preordain. And there are 4 cards that say draw a card on it, so we're going to keep that, and we're going to put that back.
Fair enough. I'm getting rid of a redundant card because I'm going to pretend. Oh, also, I'm revealing Kihira. So
sweet.
You have some information.
All right, we're going to go Fetch, Shock, Watery Grave, Preordain.
Hey.
Oh, if anybody wants to support us and get the Unfinity foil Watery Graves, we need at least 2 for this deck.
No,
to match every other land.
Don't send Unfinity foil Watery Graves to my P.O. box at this fake address I just put on screen. I probably didn't. Editing Adrian's always mad at talking Adrian because I give him extra work.
I fetch, I shocked, I'm preordaining Scry 2.
Yeah.
Neither of those are lands. They're going on the bottom. Pass turn.
All right, draw. That's a redundant card I did not want at all. Let's go ahead and do, I think I want to keep it simple. I'll just play a fetch, land, and pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Yeah.
Here's a fetch. We're going to do the same thing, but there's going to be a Psychic Frog at the end of it.
A little bit of Steam Vents action.
A little bit of Steam Vents. And I am done after that.
All right, after your Steam Vents, I'm going to fetch as well. I'm not going to be doing anything so cool as what you're doing, but I will get, I think, a Triome, Ketria. I'll get Ketria Triome.
We need this frog to start drawing cards.
But frog's not going to live through the turn. Here's a Ketria Triome. Are you kidding? You think I'm going to let a frog hang out?
I kept 4 cards that all say draw card on them. It seemed really not bad. Not a bad place to be on any type of mulligan.
Draw. All right, maybe the frog lives for a turn. That was a pretty good draw. No, it doesn't. I'm kidding. I would never let that happen. The big question is how do I want to do it?
You don't want to do it with damage.
Well, if I have 2 Galvanic Discharges, I'll let you pitch your whole hand to the frog. That's fine with me.
That would do it.
Yeah.
That would do it.
But I'm going to Flooded Strand, and I think the best way to do this is to fetch and shock.
You want to do this on your turn because I'm playing Counterspell, right?
Correct. I'm doing this on my turn because I would like you to not Spell Pierce / Counterspell the spell I'm about to put on the stack. As always, the lists are in the description below if you want to peruse these lists and see what you like, see what you don't. Also, they did change some stuff about the production, and the first person to know what it was in chat gets their comment pinned and a love letter as a response to your comment from yours truly. All right, we're playing Leyline Binding because that's how good I think Frog is.
Frog's really good. Untap, upkeep, drop. Let's try to double threat here. We're gonna need a.
Oh, is it Darcy Frog?
It's Darcy Frog.
That's a good pair of cards.
And that leaves me 2.
Yep.
So I can still pump it out of 3 damage
Galvanic
range.
discharge range, yep. You will pitch your whole hand for that though. So.
That's correct. And if I can keep a frog, I will keep drawing cards.
Valid. I like it.
We're on mulligans. Let's do those things. I have 2.
You're tapped out.
I'm tapped out. Pass the turn.
I'm untapping. I'm drawing. It's all coming together, baby. What are the odds that I let that frog punch me?
I mean, if you're about to land a ring on your next turn.
I'm going to tap for red. I'm going to Galvanic discharge the frog. I'm going to pay 3 energy.
I'm going to discard 2. So channel learner consider.
It's a big. So put your counters on there.
Got another one?
Nope, I don't. I would like to resolve a ring my next turn.
Okay.
So I wanted you to have no counter magic in your hand. I want to play Meticulous Archive, which is the Surveil land. I think that card is just fine. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep. I have land, creature, instant, sorcery.
So that's Delirium.
That's Delirium.
You have 6 power in play.
Draw. Combat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Frog.
Frog. Let's go. Preordain.
You got
Surveil.
it. Surveil, Preordain.
Graveyard.
Looking
Scratchy.
positively grim.
Ew.
Very sad. Heart broken.
Yeah, right. Top, bottom. Draw this one.
Yeah.
Pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep and draw. Flooded Strand. I will fetch for a copy of. You've got white. Doesn't matter.
You don't have black.
I don't want black right now. I'm gonna grab a basic island. Anything washed out? Nope. The cameras are working perfectly.
Ring.
I'm gonna try ring. Yeah.
I really like adding the Spell Pierce to this deck.
I bet you do. Go ahead.
It felt really good.
Yeah. That seems bad for me.
I'm going to Surveil off that Spell Pierce too.
Yep.
Oh, well, we're going to put that Psychic Frog in there.
Seems good.
I think so. All right, draw. Whoa. You're at 9, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go to 3 if you attack.
And I could discard 2 and put you to 1.
Yeah, or you could keep your cards and not be stupid.
I'm going to actually Thoughtseize you first before I go to combat and Surveil. And take
the one ring.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm
that
surveilling.
makes sense.
We're gonna keep that right there.
Yep.
That's a good one.
I'll go to 3.
I'm actually gonna. What else did I know? I knew a
Counterspell
Solitude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna discard this Unholy Heat there. It seems
Go
just
to
like
2?
1 extra damage is fine. It prevents you from ever being able to shock.
Yeah, that's fair.
Draw a card. It's gonna be unexpressive, and I'm gonna Surveil and cast it.
Wow.
Graveyard that. Expressive. Bauble is exiled. That's in my hand. That's on the bottom.
This is messed
Cast
up.
Bauble.
That's dark, man. Storm
We're
did
gonna
like
put
5.
another Goyfred in the graveyard. That felt great. I want to look at the top of yours and draw on your upkeep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw.
And it was a Bolty Poo, so go ahead.
Teferi.
Sure.
I'm gonna bounce your
Frog.
Your frog.
Okay.
All right, that's not a white card to Solitude the Darcy
Right.
with.
Here's a bolt. Get you.
Gross. I'll play.
That felt great. All right. Go Spell Pierce.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This hand's dookie. I'm gonna put it back. There's a Cephalid Coliseum, but I don't think we're doing anything with that this game.
I have. This hand is also dookie. If these were fetch lands, I'm gonna keep this. Fuck it. Let's see how this goes.
If you lose because your hand's loose, it's gonna be on you.
You're right. I'm gonna do that. That was my only threat, but I followed it up with 2 spells. It's just a 0/1.
Yeah, no, what the hell?
It's just a
that's
0/1.
an awful hand.
If I draw a Bauble, if I draw anything,
Yeah,
I just
or
counter whatever
if you
do.
just draw Nethergoyf into land, then you just die.
And then
So
I die.
yeah,
well, I
it
counter
seems-
whatever you're playing and it gets bigger.
The first one, yeah, but I'm not gonna play into your counterspell. I'm not stupid. I'll
Yeah.
wait and cast the spell at the least convenient time for you to counter it, so I can blow your back out with the Teferi. That's just how this works.
Yeah.
All right, try again.
Yeah.
Good news for every blue-white hater. This hand is completely unplayable, and we're going to 5.
I'm going to keep this just because I've got double Preordain.
Yep.
I have no threats, but I've got double Preordain and some fetches and Scrylands. I'm going to put an Unholy Heat on the bottom.
Yum.
Yep.
That does not do very much in this matchup. You're probably going to take at least one of them out.
I'm thinking I'm going to take. We were talking about all the bolts, all the
bolts,
fatal push,
the fatal push, and like one
and
heat.
probably 1 or 2 heats.
Yeah, you want some heats. You still want to be able to deal with
Kill
like
it to
some
Fury
stuck
or
over. A Solitude that you can't answer can ruin your whole game plan.
Or your Narset when you're trying to Days Undoing me.
Right. All right, this is a 7 that I can keep. I'm gonna put that card on the bottom.
6 or 5?
5. And then I'm gonna put, I can't 2-for-1 myself, so that card's going down too. Okay, put them in that order. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Me too. All right, I'm gonna start on Catchery Triumph. Go ahead.
Preordained, dig me out of this. Oh, an expressive iteration. Let's go. All right, fetch.
That's too good.
Shock. Preordained. We're gonna get a watery grave.
Sure.
I think the odds
also, when you're fetching and shocking, don't shortcut. Do it in the right order because it's better for the video. No, it's fine. It's too late. You've ruined it. And no cuts. No cuts.
You've already said you're cutting shit out once in this. You can't just say no cuts now.
This is my house, and I can do what I want. Actually, is the thing.
Dick.
None of the cards in my hand are foil, and I'm heartbroken.
I'm gonna shortcut every single thing now.
Yeah, you may not.
You're gonna cut that out.
All right. You get that preordain?
I'm going to preordain. We fetched, we shocked, we are preordaining Scry 2. Ooh.
I really think preordain would be right at home in the blue-black Sataru deck as well. And I think if you're playing preordain, you can start to entertain subtlety.
I'm putting them both on top. I'm going to draw this. I'm going to cast a bauble, and I want to see what you draw.
It's a Rafine's Tower.
Okay, go ahead. On your upkeep, I'm drawing.
I'll draw this Rafine's Tower. Seems scrumptious. Let's jam the Rafine's Tower. Go ahead.
Sure. Untap.
Just have good mana.
Draw.
It resolves.
It's another Goyf. I want to make sure I'm not doing anything beforehand. It's going to be a 3/4. That's fine.
Big Nether Goyf.
Big Nether Goyf. We're going to play this Polluted Delta and pass.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw for turn. Seems sweet. Flooded Strand. Cards is 4?
5.
5. Oh, right. Bauble.
Bauble.
Cycled through itself. Let's fetch.
My scry was Bauble Goyf. And it seemed like, oh, I can draw the Goyf and make it bigger with the Bauble. That seemed pretty good.
That tracks. I'm going to get a basic Plains.
Yeah.
You may cut if you like. I'm just going for it. Here's a Teferi.
I do not have anything to stop that Teferi, but I want to bolt you. I don't want to bolt you. That's fine.
That seems weird. It seems like Teferi should die. I'm going to pick up your Nether Goyf, though.
Well, I'm going to hold the bolt for the Teferi.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
Draw a card. Go ahead.
I'm going to scry or surveil by fetching my blue-red one.
Yeah.
Thundering Falls.
There it is. The ugly Thundering Falls.
It looks just like the Watery Grave.
Both ugly. This is an original Ravnik and Watery Grave.
I'm aware.
I got that like 3 years ago. It's still not one of the unfit of these, so it doesn't count.
All right, surveil.
Yeah.
Do I have enough lands to use that? We're going to keep that right there, I suppose. Hold on. Let me look at this.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a good card.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to 4? Gross. I got about it. I'm going to graveyard this counterspell.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we're going to draw something different.
What was it?
That's a counterspell. Okay, that happened. Let's surveil.
Yeah.
It's a Thoughtseize.
Probably keep that on top.
I'm going to keep that on top.
Are you going to bolt my Teferi?
No, I'm going to preordain Thoughtseize you because I don't want you to have a ring in your hand.
That's fine.
Straight to you.
Yep.
I can go on the bottom, draw that Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize you.
It resolves. You see Narset, Leyline Binding, Wrath, and Counterspell.
Well then.
All playable Magic the Gathering cards. Hate to see it.
Yeah, hate to see it. I think we're going to take... I think it's got to be Narset to just keep you off of card stuff.
That makes sense. Also, I'm a Days Undoing deck.
Yeah, so keep you off of Narset.
Okay.
I've done all of my things. Go ahead.
Untap and draw. Tick up to Fury. Pass to you.
Untap. Upkeep.
Yep. All the things are good. Do all your stuff.
Let's Unholy Heat. Target Teferi.
Counterspell on Holy Heat.
Yep. It's gone. Goyf.
Goyf's fine.
Pass. It's gone.
Untap. And that was a Leyline Binding. For anyone who missed it. Upkeep. Draw. Let's go up with the Teferi and let's just hang out. Go ahead. We'll both be 3-land decks today.
Bolt Teferi.
Bolt Teferi. I will respond with... I'll tap like this. Keep my red source on tap because there's actual red spells in my deck. I'm going to tune the narrative. This is a new one. It makes me 2 energy and I draw a card. So it kind of synergizes with this Wrath of the Skies.
I don't like how you tapped.
I do. I'm gonna go ahead and.
Okay.
How do you think I should tap?
Well, I know that you have the Wrath of the Skies, and you just cut yourself off of white.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I just forgot that Teferi's emblem. Yeah, no, Max. Not only are you right, but you're right, and I was sassy about you being wrong, so I'm double wrong. My thinking is that I've already got a.
I figured you have a red spell, or you're bluffing a red spell.
I was bluffing. Well, I got to draw. I got to draw off to
spell.
tune the narrative. But you're absolutely right. I forgot about my own Teferi's current +1 passive happening right now. So Max just nailed me to the wall with logic. So I'll tap differently and cast Tune the Narrative and draw this card.
Yeah. You're also digging for a land.
Teferi's dead.
Teferi's dead. Okay.
And can you remember this Wrath of the Skies?
I can remember that Wrath. I'm just going to pass the turn while the Teferi emblem is up.
Tune the Narrative.
Yeah.
Make go up to 4 energy. Now these Wrath of the Skies are insane because they're 2 mana Supreme Verdicts.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Untap and draw. Hey. It took 2 Tune the Narratives, but here's my 4th land drop.
Wow.
Pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, drop. EI?
EI is fine.
1, 2, 3. Let's put a... I have both Surveil lands.
You do.
Neat. Let's put a Polluted Delta there. And this one in my hand. And that seems silly.
To your world, bro. I'm just living in it.
You're right. You're right. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. That happens.
Okay.
We're going to switch what goes in my hand. This is going on the bottom.
Got it.
This is going into play.
Tapped or untapped?
No, that's going to play. This is going to my hand.
Except
I figured it out.
That.
I totally know what I'm doing. Pass turn.
Fetch. And I'm going to do something I've been wanting to do this whole game. Meticulous Archive. I get to surveil now. I haven't used all my surveil lands yet. I got 2 more.
I had 1 in my opener and a fetch. That's
Cut, if you like. No, before you the surveil. Surveil.
Cut yourself.
That's actually kind of interesting. I think sink into stupor is not quite where we want to be. I'm actually looking for more gas and not necessarily my next land drop. It's kind of expensive.
Does that hit your own permanents as well? Can you return your own permanents?
Return target spell or non-land permanent and opponent controls.
Like I know you've got the Wrath.
Draw.
At some point you could return the Leyline Binding if you can't hit a Murktide.
I could.
And then Wrath the board.
Very true.
Clean up the Nethergoyf real easy.
Here's a Scalding Tarn.
Yeah.
I will pay for this many. I'm going to buy Kihira.
Okay.
And pass to you.
I'm going to crack.
Yep.
It's Steam Fence.
Oh, no surveil. Poor man.
How many are you playing? 2? I'm also playing 2.
I've still got 1 on my deck. How many cards in your hand?
4.
That's more than me.
5.
That's
5.
Way more than me. You're going to win. Go.
EI.
EI? Sure.
Make sure we leave up some of those correct colors.
Yeah, make sure you're speaking with this volume in your voice. Can't speak too quiet or the nice people at home.
Put this into my hand. This one into exile. This one on the bottom.
Sure.
EI is gone.
Hi, Darcy.
We're going to play a land for turn. It's going to be a island. We're going to play Darcy.
Sure.
Hi, Darcy. Am very delirious.
Good.
I will pass turn.
Fetch. Guess what I'm getting?
Surveil land? Is it the green-blue edge maze?
It's a prettier Thundering Falls.
Oh.
That's a Steam Vents? I did not get a Steam Vents. You had a Thundering Falls for swap. You just took the Steam Vents.
You know what? It looks just like the Undercity sewers here.
True.
Somebody was a dick and wanted to take the one that matched.
Sorry, not sorry. I think I'm going to put this down. Subtlety is not quite what we're ready for yet. Untap.
Great. I'm going to untap and Murktide you. Let's go.
Sure. It's not going to live. Draw. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I can use 1. Let's tap Meticulous Archive in my plans. I'm just going to cast Wrath of the Skies.
I'm going to cast Counterspell.
Sure.
Surveil.
And is it in addition to cast? Then you may pay... Yeah, I still have to pay the energy, it looks like. That many.
Okay. I'm surveilling a land of the graveyard.
Go ahead.
Untap.
Yep.
Upkeep. Draw.
All things. I'm not playing Fire Ace or anything in this list. So.
Combat.
Try to kill the DRC.
Counterspell.
Sure.
You have 2 in hand?
I think you may have blown that counterspell too early, but yeah, it's fine. I got 3 in hand.
You have 3 in hand?
3, yep.
Ooh,
I think blowing that counterspell here doesn't make any sense. But if you, I mean, I don't know the structure of your hand though.
You're right. No, that's fine.
I just know you have so many more threats left in your deck.
Yep, that's fine.
Having that counterspell here seems so good. Frog's good.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like protecting that frog with counterspell seems way cooler.
Yep.
Untap and draw.
If you only had 2 and you hadn't been trying to slay a ring or something, then I would have counterspelled that.
I'm going to play Wrath of the Skies.
I'm going to counterspell that. Try to protect my frog. We need to draw some cards.
I'm using 2 energy. Yep, that's good. Go ahead.
A lot. That is a lot.
It's 3 of my bindings. It's a lot.
Okay, untap, upkeep, draw. Let's consider
the following.
Draw that.
You know the last card on my hand. It's Kahira.
I do. Here's Murktide.
Oh, good board. But I used all my Leyline bindings already. That's not remotely fair. Stop.
You're right. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm going to fetch while you're doing your thing. I think it's going to be a Hollow Fountain tapped.
Okay, there's an 8/8.
There's an 8/8. That's a 2-turn clock.
Good luck.
How many counter spells are in your bin right now?
3.
3?
There are 2 exiled, 1 in the bin.
Got it. So you've got a counter spell left in your deck and a
Spell Pierce.
Spell Pierce.
Spell Pierce is kind of dying. I'm good. Cut yourself.
Okay, cut myself. Cut my wrist and black my eyes. Draw. Hey, that's not bad. Well, you can beat this or you can't. Solitude.
It's dead, Jim.
All right, sweet.
I'm
going to consolidate these.
Yeah.
Here's my Solitude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Unholy Heat it.
Very dead. Go ahead.
Draw. Chandler. Pass.
Chandler. Draw. Well, here is Kahira.
Yep.
For a white, a green, and a white. Go ahead. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, so I'll use this.
You got
first.
1 in hand?
1 in hand. Go ahead.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. 3.
1, 2, 3.
Play land. Pass the turn.
Draw.
You know what? I'm not playing a land. I'm going to save this for frog.
Psychic Frog. I like
frog.
that. I like that a lot, actually.
I have
Attack
5 lands. Nothing. 1, 2, 3.
Go.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. 3.
10.
Go ahead.
Draw. 3.
1, 2, 3.
Land. Go.
3.
Fetch. Go to 9. I think I'm going to get a basic island here. Yep. Cut if you feel so inclined. Oop, I almost just lost lands. I'm going to tap for 5. Can you guess what I'm casting?
Is it a Solitude?
It's Solitude.
It's a Solitude. Well, that sucks. I will gain 3.
Yep. 18. The team's all here.
Fatal Push.
Counterspell.
Well, that turned quickly. Go ahead.
Tap. Draw. 4, 5, 6, 7. Pass to you.
All right, I've got 5 lands in hand. I'm done.
I've got a counterspell, followed by a land, followed by a 1 ring. You can't beat me.
6 lands in hand now.
Very sick.
Great.
All right.
Sweet.
Do you want to do one? These games last a little longer. Do you want to go one more pre-board?
Let's do 3.
Let's do 3 pre-board and 2 to 3.
2 to 3. Yeah, absolutely. That's pretty good.
I'm into it. Let's do one more, and you're on the play for that one.
I'm gonna keep this.
I'm gonna try this. I'm pretending that I don't know what matchup I'm in. The hand's kind of weak. I'm not gonna lie. But I think we're gonna give it a shot.
Polluted Delta pass.
Drop. Turn. All right. We're gonna do. Our hand's a little bit weak, and you played a Polluted Delta, so that tells me you're one of like 3 things. So I think here it's actually okay to just scry now. I'm gonna put this Subtlety in the bin and pass to you.
I'm also surveilling right now. We're getting a
Surveil, buddies.
blue-black Undercity Sewers. There it
It's
is.
just like we were in Esper deck all along.
Wow, they're so pretty.
They are.
These lands look really nice.
Lands are getting prettier and prettier as Magic goes on. Except for basics are getting uglier, but non-basics are getting gorgeous.
If everyone who has watched this channel hasn't noticed, we like our pretty toys.
Yeah. But to this day, nothing beats these for like basics too.
I really like the Unfinity ones.
They are gorgeous. They actually look really nice with these too.
They do. I'm surveilling. That's in the graveyard.
Yeah.
It was a consider. Untap, upkeep, draw.
Okay.
Okay. What's on top of your library?
Let's find out. Just you before me.
Ew, I don't like that at all. Okay.
What is it? I can't see this, but
you're about to see it. I'm going to play a Spirebluff Canal and play a Frog.
Frog, good.
And I will pass turn.
Draw.
And on your upkeep, I will draw.
It's not the best. It looks like that frog gets to hit me once.
Ooh, baby.
That's messed up. Let's go ahead and
play a Triumph. Sure, dude.
No, how to fetch land. Go ahead.
Okay. For a Triumph. I tap, upkeep, draw.
Could be.
Could be. Let's play another Spirebluff Canal. And I'm going to go to combat. 1. Draw a card.
You got it. Frog already replaced itself.
That's pretty good.
Confirmed good.
That is pretty good. I will pass the turn.
Fetch.
You did it.
All right, we're going to grab, I think.
Oh, wait, Stifle.
Yeah, it's not legal here. Ketria Triumph. I want mana to be good now. Can I get Ketria Triumph? Do I need... I have a land that makes white always in my hand. One thing I changed from George's deck is I did put a Mystic Gate in there because the mana looked a little bit loose, George. Not gonna lie. Shuffle. Shuffle. Here you go. To be fair, my blue-white decks usually are a different flavor than this, so I'm not totally comfortable with what's going on. But the deck feels kind of sweet so far. Let's go ahead and play an island, and then
Safari.
Tap out into your 3 mana. No, we won't be doing that. I will. Is it safe to take another hit off that stupid frog?
What's the difference between 6 cards and 7 cards?
A card. Roughly a card.
A card.
Yeah. Roughly speaking. I really don't want to go to discard, but that's what happens if I pick that Kahira upright. If you have counter magic, I need to start making you.
Well, I know you have a counter spell, so I have to try to start playing around your shit.
Narset.
That's a Narset. That's fine.
Okay. Are you delirious?
I am not.
Minus the Narset.
Yeah, that's fine.
What? White card? White card? White card. Oh my god. It's Razorgrass Ambush.
It's a land.
It's a land and it's a white card. Both good things.
Wow.
Pass.
I'm going to discard an Unholy Heat to Frog.
Sure.
I'm going to cast an Unholy Heat on Narset. Now I'm delirious. Oh, wait. I'm not delirious. That's not how that works.
You want to try again?
I want to try again. Wah. I didn't like that at all.
Good.
Yeah. I'm just going to cast one Unholy Heat on Narset.
Resolves.
Okay. Untap.
In your upkeep.
Upkeep.
Discard Razorgrass Ambush and try to Solitude the Frog.
Counterspell.
Okay.
Drop. We're going 1 there. Triggers on the stack. Narset's dead. Then I get to draw. Because it does draw when I hit Planeswalkers. It's really good.
That's so good.
It's really good. All right. Draw from Frog.
Yeah.
Let's play a... We're going to shock in this Steam Vents and pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. And draw cards in hand.
6. 5.
That's
5.
Okay. That's
5.
That's many, but not that many.
How many do you have?
I have 5. The 1 ring.
Spell Pierce.
Shit. How do you always have it? The 1 copy.
I've drawn extra cards.
Go ahead. This is how much deck you have left, Max. Your words don't mean anything.
I've drawn extra cards.
It doesn't mean nothing.
All right. Well, keeping Psychic Frog seems really great.
Go.
All right. Drop.
I just don't know how you have it every time.
You're right.
I'm starting to side eye you.
You're absolutely right.
Slipping extra spell pierces into your lap. Could be.
Let's go to combat. Actually, kind of want to discard land to Frog and make it 2. Yep, I'm gonna draw that. It's only there. You go.
God, I'm so excited for Frog.
Yeah, right. Let's cast a Consider.
Yeah.
Surveil.
Surveil.
Ooh, I know you have a counter spell.
You don't.
I do.
Where? Where'd it go?
I do know you have a counter spell. I'm gonna keep this Thoughtseize, and I'm gonna Thoughtseize you.
Shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean playables.
Well, that kills everything. Jesus. Let's take counter spell.
You lose 2.
I lose 2. Thank you. This is gone. Merc Daddy.
Murky.
1, 2.
Is that it?
3, 4, 5. I just want him out of double galvanic range.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we could just make him a 7/7 and try to keep Delirium. We're gonna make him a 7/7 and keep Delirium.
That makes sense. I like that.
Yeah.
Good.
I am all done. No, I'm not done. I'm gonna bobble.
Make sure to tap your mana for the Murktide.
Thank you. I'm gonna bobble you.
Yep.
Is it what you're drawing this turn?
Oh wait, yeah.
You. Okay. On your upkeep, I'll draw.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, this is face up. It's a Wrath of Disguise. It doesn't, no matter how bad I want it to,
It doesn't kill the Murktide.
do the thing I need it to.
And you only have 1 red, which is just fine.
Tap for 4.
Yep.
Wrath of Disguise. I'm going to use both energy. I'm going to make 2 energy, use 2 energy. I'm going to kill this.
It's dead.
Go ahead.
Untap.
Yep.
Upkeep. Draw.
Deserve.
Oh.
Nothing. Oh, wait, you could have a frog. You
I
could
have-
make your Murktide bigger.
I have another Murktide as well.
Oh.
Oh, that also makes a Murktide bigger.
You could make it 2 bigger.
We're going to play Frog now.
Yeah.
Let's go Frog into...
You're slow at this deck.
I want to put you on a 2-turn clock.
I'm already there. I'm already on a 2-turn clock.
You're at 16. This is 7. If I...
Flying 9.
I know. I'm trying to not eat this yet or see how
you've
much
got
I
some
can.
like heats or something in your
I've got a
hand?
heat in my hand.
I see,
And I think
I
I'm
see.
just going to discard it and then figure out if I want to...
You know my
I'm
hand.
exiling.
You should be fine.
Yeah. All right. Grow the Frog.
Yep.
Let's give it flying. Let's eat those 2. And now it's 2-turn clock, and that's fine. That way I'm leaving. I really wanted to leave Delirium and some instants and sorceries for the other Murktide in my hand, and I'm trying to figure out how to make it that. Should have only grown by 1. It only grew by 1.
Oh, only by 1. So
it was exactly a.
Galvanic Discharge paying 3.
You have,
1 unknown 2.
That's fine.
I would have grown that there, I think.
I wouldn't have been able to get it out without this other frog going to the bin as well.
Oh, I see. You got another frog. That's not good. Frog.
Let's just swing for
cast.
Counterspell.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty bad for me.
Drew it this turn.
That's pretty
My
bad.
hand was another frog and Murktide. I was fine.
That's sick. All right. So it's 1, 2. Your favor.
That's
which
new.
is I would have flipped that actually.
Yeah.
Those Thought Seizers were pretty good.
They
were pretty sick. All right, we're gonna do some sideboarding, and then we'll be right back right about now. Okay. I'll go. I'll go first because we stopped.
You're going first.
Now. Okay, I'll go first. I'm taking 4 in, putting 4 out. I'm bringing in 2 Rest in Peace because his whole deck kind of uses the graveyard in a really big way, and 2 Stern Scolding.
And I'm Grixis. I can't deal with the Rest in Peace.
Yeah, you have green or white. Neither of those are in your deck, so that's pretty good. Stern Scolding, it sometimes will have trouble. It'll counter Necrogoyf or what's his name? Nethergoyf. It'll counter that like a third to a half of the time if I'm lucky.
At the early game.
Yeah, in the early game. And then later it can still counter Darcy's and stuff, and Psychic Frog. It counters Psychic Frog every time, so that's good. And Psychic Frog, as you guys saw, is really good in this matchup. And then
it's also going to counter Tashana's Tidebinder, which I'm bringing in.
Absolutely, yep. And then I'm cutting 1 of each of my energy cards, Galvanic Discharge, and Tune the Narrative, mainly because the Rest in Peace are kind of acting like extra removal pieces anyway, and my deck has really no bad cards for the matchup necessarily. All my cards are pretty good. I actually looked at counter spells as a potential like board out, but I think I want to try keeping them. So I'm going to cut a Narset and a One Ring, just because I do want to hold my mana up for the first part of the game, just to try to make sure I'm interacting. So I just don't want to overdraw on these. I want to find them eventually, just not immediately. So I'm trimming.
Exile-based removal is a lot better against my stuff than Galvanic
Leyline
Discharge as well.
Binding and Solitude, yep.
Specifically against Nethergoyf. If you have the Rest in Peace, it doesn't matter, but Nethergoyf getting Galvanic Discharge is great. It just comes right back.
Big agree. And then you're actually doing a lot more than me.
The sideboard, if you looked at the deck list that Adrian made, was a lot of one-ofs. I did add some Disruptor Flutes, specifically because I don't have green or white for a pick your poison type effect. It's to name the ring. It's to keep him off of any type of planeswalker activations, or just make things cost more. I could go and name Rest in Peace and make it cost 4, and make it easier for me to counterspell with a Spell Pierce or something like that. So that's the only thing that I added to his sideboard. But everything else is I want more cheap counter magic with Spell Pierce, more Thought Seizes, and then free counter magic, or just a body that can counter a ring. Or
do you really want to leave the only way in your deck to deal with the Solitude is 1 on Holy Heat?
I think so.
That's kind of crazy. I guess your board kind of gets in the way of Solitude. If I can deal with
your Rest in Peace, everything else is bigger.
That's true. That's true. Okay, yeah, I like trying that then.
Yeah.
My thinking was like leaving 2 Unholy Heats just as a way to like pop it to Fury.
If I were to cut something, it might be a Consider.
I could see cutting a Consider.
Instead of an Unholy Heat?
Yeah. I would, my personal recommendation, I do have some reps with Murktide, is to keep like 2 Unholy Heat, just because you're going to want some bullets against like, also Teferi's kind of a nightmare for you. If you're not already on the board and never resolve Teferi, if you don't have the heat or something, the game does end. I'm going to untap and then pass with all my mana up. And
I did ask the question, is it better to keep a Bolt or a Heat, since I know he's bringing in Rest in Peace? I don't know.
Well, Heat's going to kill, Heat, even if you have a Rest in Peace, kills both a minus Teferi and a Solitude.
Yep.
So that's pretty big, but Bolt will kill Subtlety plus minus Narset.
Yep.
So it's kind of what thing are you trying to fight harder? I think you always play for best case scenario. So you're playing as if you're not going to just allow me to resolve a Rest in Peace.
My Fatal Push is bad. Yeah. My single target removal is the worst. It's not the best thing to be doing. Consider is the worst cantrip that I'm playing. I don't want to cut my Expressive Iterations, and I don't want to cut Preordain. They just dig too much.
They're better.
Card advantage.
The only reason we're not playing for Preordain is just to split up the instant and sorcery number a little bit for the Delirium thing. All right, and that puts play, draw, play, me on the play.
You're on the play. Fuck those kids. I mean, I love my children.
Can't believe your kids ordered Grubhub on their own when they're like infants. All right, I'll be on the play. Good luck.
Dad left us at home unattended. We had to feed ourselves. The fridge is fucking stocked. I brought home so much food yesterday.
For anyone who missed out, because I edited most of it out, Max's kids may have ordered Grubhub while he's over here without permission, which is just the funniest thing ever to me. I'll keep this hand.
I'm going to keep this hand as well. This looks like Murktide.
All right, you're up.
Killing it.
It's a flooded strand.
Draw. Let's get a Shock of Steam Vents.
Yeah.
Beep boop. Dragon's Rage Channeler.
Ooh, shock.
That makes everything worse.
I'm going to get a Hollowed Fountain.
I don't like that at all.
Stern Scold in the DRC.
Oh, no.
Seems good.
Seems good. That hurt me.
I hope so. Were you going to bobble?
I was going to bobble.
Ooh,
that was really good.
Well, I guess you still get to bobble. Wait, no, I Stern Scolding. I was like, if I remove it, you still get a chance to bobble.
That's not how this works.
But no, I just straight up countered it.
I'm going to bobble you.
Bobble's good.
Let's see what you have.
Shuffle, and then you can take a peep. Here, cut me and peep.
Cut yourself from now on. It's too far away with the mic there.
Cut my wrist in.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Good.
Go ahead. On your upkeep, I'll drop.
Is it a double land? No, it's one of these. It's an Arid Mesa. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no rest in peace.
I wish I had rest in peace here. The game would end.
Misty Rainforest, go.
Fetch.
Yep.
This time I think I'll grab a Meticulous Archive.
You did it.
Here is Meticulous Archive. It has a trigger where I get to surveil. The thing I think you're going to do with your Misty at Mind Step.
I think I might as well.
All right.
I'm out of threats, so I need to find something.
Ooh, do I want land number 4? I do. I'll keep that. Draw. Seems good. Here's another land. Go ahead. It's a Scalding Tarn.
Crack.
It's good. Flash into Fury.
Flash into Fury. That seems bad times. We need the Undercity Sewers.
Sounds right.
There it is. Surveil time.
Surveil in time.
Find me a Goyf off the top. Find me a...
Do not find him a Goyf off the top.
Find me a something...
Psychic Frog.
A Psychic Frog.
Off the top.
Off the top. That sounds really great.
I hope that DRC was your only threat.
There's a land in the yard. It was my only threat.
Good.
But Darcy with a bunch of stuff to back it up and a bobble seemed like a good way to start. All right,
I agree.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Yep.
Yucky poo poo doo doo.
Good.
Play a land.
Yeah.
Let's Thoughtseize you.
Ooh. What if, and hear me out, you did not Thoughtseize me?
Ooh. I don't like that.
I bet.
What if... Crack.
Shocked.
I'm going to get a basic island. I took out most of my removal, so my life total does matter slightly more now.
That's fair. Are we countering the counter?
I'm going to counter your counter spell.
I'll wait for it to go on the stack. We have a Thoughtseize and a counter spell. And then...
This one.
Yep. And then we have...
A counter spell.
And then that resolves, countering this.
Okay.
Resolving the Thoughtseize. You lose 2. And
Thank
here
you.
is these cards. And that's all I have. Just a land. Can't take that one.
I can't take that one. What hurts me? Interesting. I think we're going to take Narset because I don't want you to get any value off of Narset. And
I agree with you.
Just fine, and I see lots of removal spells.
Good?
I'm good. Go ahead.
I'm going to fetch. I could fetch to make my Triumphs better. You know, maybe I should. No, I'm going to fetch for a Surveil land on the off chance I can Surveil a ring. That seems pretty good. Here's a Thundering Falls.
You need to find something. I need to find something, and you need to find something.
I need to abuse the fact you just tapped out and have probably only 1 Force of Negation in your deck. So.
And I have 4 cards in hand.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I would trade a ring for 2 cards in your hand.
Yes. Especially with lots of removal. That's when I need to try to resolve something.
The Surveil. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad.
If it's not great, put it away.
I'm going to put this counterspell down. Draw.
Whew. Was it a ring?
No, not quite, but here's a Rest in Peace.
I'm going to counter that with this Force of Negation.
Force of Negation. All right, makes sense.
What are we pitching? Consider is exiled. There's a Force.
This is exiled. Here's my tapped land. Go ahead. 2 in hand?
Yep, 2 in hand.
Remember Leyline Binding
I remember
and Wrap.
them. They hurt me. Draw. No.
Yes.
No. Poopy. Go ahead.
Jeskai mana. Draw. This is in my hand. Go ahead.
That is in your hand.
Would you like to consider?
No, I have a Disruptor Flute, and I'm considering naming something different.
Kahira. So I can't.
Leyline Binding?
That could be.
Yeah.
Hitting Leyline Binding is really good, actually, because I can't binding your ring, and I don't play prismatic ending in this deck.
Yeah. So. I'm just going to draw.
Sure.
Play this tap land. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw. Chillin'. Go.
Disruptor Flute having flash seems really nifty-glifty.
Wrath of the Skies destroying Disruptor Flute is also
really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is also really cool. Neat. That was neat. Let's go Thoughtseize.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Beep boop.
My hand's really good. Wrath, Subtlety, Leyline Binding, Solitude, Gahira.
Let's take the Solitude.
It's gone.
That's gross. Pass turn.
Flash and Subtlety.
I'm gonna counterspell that.
Perfect. Untap.
Yep.
Draw.
I know, Gahira and Wrath.
The One Ring?
What else was it? Oh, yeah, all right. I think I lost now.
It's these.
Yep, I just lost.
Draw a card with the One Ring. You can still stop me from activating it with Flute.
I can.
Go.
Good thing you have so many ways to get rid of the Flute.
True.
Darcy.
Darcy's good.
I'm going to cast Disruptor Flute.
Sure.
Trigger Darcy.
Yeah.
Bobble in the yard. We're going to name the One Ring.
Yep.
Pass.
Untap, take one of the One Ring. Draw.
Yep.
Let's... One in hand?
One in hand.
Tune the narrative. Wait, yeah, I can hit both. I'm dumb. 2.
You could also just tune and get 2 energy and then cast that for X is 0 and have 1 open.
Max, you're better at Magic than me. Tune the narrative. Make 2 energy, like Max suggested, and then Wrath of the Skies using both energy.
Rude.
Now I have a mana off. Wow. Rude. George, that's why you did that. Draw 2.
I quit.
All right, we found no lands. Go.
Threats.
Ooh, bad news. Good.
Yep, I'm hellbent.
All right, untap, take 1, 2. Draw. I'm going to draw 3 cards now. 1, 2, 3. Dull Umruth. Pretty good. Let's make another ring. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Untap.
Go to discard. I'm going to pitch... I don't want to discard. So I won't. I'll pitch Gahira and I'll Solitude the Nethervoif. You gain a bunch of life. Then you can go.
Yep.
Draw a card with the One Ring. This is, Max calls this garbage time. I call this happy fun time. I'm going to lose a life to the ring. And
we're only allowing garbage time because...
Video. Because video. I think this deck can clean it up pretty quick though, in fairness. Land for turn. Let's go ahead and I've got everything but green and black. Used to be green and black were on the same land for me and I could just fetch to get domain. That is no longer the case, but I will fetch. I want to grab the most colors I can have that I don't already have, which is actually going to be, I can get either Ketria or
Esper.
I'll just get Raffine's because it's also white.
Yep.
But now bindings cost 2, which is relevant because I do in fact have a binding. Then I will pass.
Preordain.
That is fine.
Bottom.
User.
Draw. Surveil.
Yeah.
Bottom. Graveyard.
Yep. Draw 2.
Want to draw 3?
Activate. Untap. That's the Dull Umruth. Draw 3. All right. Untap. Lose 3.
Dull Amroth.
Dull Amroth. Dull Umruth. Did I draw for turn? I have not. Draw for turn.
What do you got? 12?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Dang.
I have 13. It could be 20. Let's see here. The best way to cards in hand?
1. It's a
That's,
land.
It's not very many. I'll play a land for turn. Tapped Ketria Triumph. Then I don't want to draw more cards. I just want to play this One Ring.
Okay.
All right.
Counterspell.
I have a counterspell.
I don't have a counterspell.
And then after that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to tap 2. I'm just going to tap out. Here's a rest in peace. And then I have to discard 3. How about Tune the Narrative? Larian Revealed.
Oh, I should have cast another Grave. Not that it matters now.
Oopsie.
Oopsie doopsies.
And then, I guess, who cares? Galvanic Discharge. Go ahead. he's a 0/1
He's a
forever.
0/1. He's so cute. Go.
All right, untap. Cards is 1.
1. I'm not playing him.
Are
we done with garbage time?
I'll play Narset. I'm gonna lock you under a Days Undoing.
Are we done with garbage time?
I think it can be done. I think you're dead. Okay, I'm never gonna tap this ring again. Okay, cool. For anyone who doesn't know, Narset does opponents draw extra cards, and Days Undoing is gonna have us both wheel. So we'll both discard and draw 7. Max will draw 1. And then I'm going to find my guy or reach Sanitarium and put him in Hellbent, and then never let him draw a card ever. And for the rest of the game, I'll eventually play a Subtlety and attack him 17 times or something. And that's how we win. Okay, cool. 2-2. But you're on the play.
I'm on the play. Sure. 1 lander. Let's frickin' go.
Actually,
this is a horrible 1 lander.
I have interaction and counter spells. I'm
keep this. No.
Rip.
Yeah, good call. I'm going to put that one on the bottom.
Cool. You're up.
Here's a Darkslick Shores and a Preordain.
Yes, sir.
Just right to. I like that one, but not that one. Go ahead.
All right, draw.
Oh, this is in my hand, not on top. There we go.
Yep. Flooded Strand. Go ahead.
Thank you. Drop. Here's a shock.
Shock. You're at 18.
Frog.
Frog. Hi, Frog.
He's good?
He's fine. I don't have the Stern Scolding,
Go
unfortunately. Fetch. I think I want... Might be better to get a Triome, but I could have you pitch 2. That doesn't sound super bad. I've got a Galvanic Discharge that I'm thinking about really carefully. I'm actually gonna grab a Surveil land. This particular one will be red. No, blue-white. I'm gonna grab blue-white. I wanna be just so responsible. Meticulous Archive. All foreign heights. Surveil. I don't think I want this island. Untap. Draw. Ooh. All right. Tune the narrative.
Yep.
Here comes 2 energy. Draw a card. Thank you. That is much better on the camera. Shock is into play.
I'll allow it.
5.
I'm gonna
make 3. Use all 5.
Yep. I'm gonna discard 4.
It's gonna die. Oh wait, you can discard your hand. Done. Done. I'm doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Great. Go for it.
It's dead.
Go.
Draw. Island.
Sure.
Darcy. Bobble.
Bobble.
Trigger. God, we want that too. Do we want that? Hold on.
I don't know.
It's an expressive iteration.
Does he want it, everybody?
Help me. It's an expressive
iteration.
iteration.
You have 2 expressives and one. No, you do not want another expressive.
Want it. Okay. It's going. I'm going to look
You would like to try to draw a counterspell here.
Yeah. Look at the top yours. Yuck. Okay. On your upkeep, I will draw.
Untap, you draw, I draw. Not bad. All right, let's see if Daddy-O found it. Teferi.
Bounce.
Bounce.
Okay.
Draw a card, pass to you. Also, we have to pause the game. At the beginning of the game,
you put pre-game action Kahira into my
I should have
library.
Revealed that Kahira.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I don't think he can kill my Teferi is the thing, which is like really
I don't
bad.
think I can kill your Teferi either. I'm going to expressive iteration though.
Yeah. Unholy Heat off the top, baby. Let's go.
Whoa. That is a hell of a grip.
Does it have a way to break a Teferi's neck?
It does not, and that really sucks.
You might be dead.
I might be dead. We're going to exile another Grave.
Ooh, that's pretty good though.
Yeah. It's 2 different types of counterspells. One's a subtlety and one's a counterspell, and I'm not sure which
They're
one's
both
better
really bad against Teferi.
Deal with Teferi.
Take the one that is a threat.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to take the free one.
Yeah.
So if I can ever start doing multiple things, that's what we're going to do.
Or if you can just cast it and attack for damage at some point.
Yep.
Better.
Another Grave.
Yes.
Pass.
All right.
It is a 3/4.
Do you hear that marching coming from outside?
Is it a ring?
It's worse, actually.
Oof.
It said rest in peace.
That's so bad.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that.
Can't kill Teferi anymore. Tick up Teferi. I have not played land yet. I have.
You did. You just played land.
I did. I literally just did. Go ahead.
I can't deal with that.
I know.
How do you feel about engineered explosives to deal with that?
Could be.
There's a land. That would have been nice.
If you don't have anything to do, you probably put subtlety into play.
There's a Frog.
Frog is counterspelled.
I lose.
I heard it's way too good.
I think I just lose.
Could be.
Yeah, go ahead. Fuck it. Here's Darcy. It's a 1/1.
1/1 Darcy. It stops the Teferi from ulting. Draw.
Yep.
Up with the Teferi. This comes into play like this. Here is a Narset that I will not be activating. Go ahead.
Gross. Surveil?
Yep.
Thundering Falls.
Thundering Falls. Now remember, if you surveil it to the graveyard, it really goes.
It goes to exile. Exile a land.
Yay.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Hit that one for 1.
Yep.
Thoughtseize?
That sucks.
Take that Days
Undoing? Yeah, it's smart.
I'm going to also... thank you. I'm going to cast an expressive iteration.
Good. Surveil.
Surveil.
For the Thoughtseize as well.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to keep that on top for all of them.
Got it. Must be good.
It's a frog. It's the only thing that digs me out of anything.
Sweet.
Exile that. Bottom that. Play that. Keep that frog in my hand.
Passing.
Fetch.
I'm going to grab my last Surveil land. It's a Thundering Falls. There it is. And then Surveil. Do I want that?
You just had a land and a Teferi in hand, right?
Yeah. I'll draw that. Then I'll finally minus this Narset. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'll take Sink into Stupor.
Yeah, dude.
I'll take this Teferi up to 3. I will play this Hollowed Fountain tapped. and I will pass to you.
Right there.
Here. To 2.
Heat.
Counterspell.
Okay. Frog.
Froge.
Oh, I get a surveil from
you do.
Exile DRC.
Frog's good though.
Frog is good. Pass turn.
Sink into Stupor.
It's in my hand.
Untap and draw. Ooh, another rest in peace.
Fuck you.
Minus. Binding. Little ley line binding action.
I think we've moved on to garbage time now.
Think so?
I feel like it.
I've got Teferi binding and rest in peace. I feel like you probably can just never dig out of this.
You're just gonna binding my frog.
It's at some point one of these is gonna be a 1 ring and the game's gonna end. So
that one?
Yeah, that one. So there we go. All right.
Okay.
That was, dude, it's been an hour, 10 minutes. This is a good length for a video.
Okay.
Also, like, I think this is a nice little dichotomy, because against, like, Murktide's bad matchup has always been blue-white.
Yeah.
But it used to be, like, really bad. But this was a 2-3.
Yeah.
In previous years, I would have 5-0'd Murktide easily. Every time the frog stuck around, I just lost the game.
Frog was pretty great.
Yeah, frog was pretty great. I think that even though you took a loss in game wins here, you like the percentage points you had versus the deck were so much higher.
Being able to win game 1.
Even really with cool. Like you did a fair amount of mulliganing too, and like a couple of those games I had nutty hands. So,
yeah.
And like super good draws. So all things considered, that deck's still sweet. I don't know about this. I'm having trouble like gauging whether the energy package added a ton or if just like blue-white's still just a super solid strategy into this matchup.
A red instant better than prismatic ending?
That's the tricky thing. I don't know.
Was having a board wipe that hits really a prismatic ending that hits everything at the same time instead of one thing at a time.
And I think that's the push-pull. I think Galvanic Discharge and Tune the Narrative are worse, but I think Shatter the Skies is so much better.
Is Wrath of the Skies.
We'll have to test this some more, but that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, see you next time and stay classy. And also, evade your taxes.
What?
Evade your taxes.
Bad.